Eala bags P2.6 million in Abu Dhabi. Tennis Eala still pocketed a good sum of prize money after her exit in the recently concluded WTA 500 Abu Dhabi Open in the UAE. Tennis Eala still pocketed a good sum of prize money after her exit in the recently concluded WTA 500 Abu Dhabi Open in the UAE. The 20-year-old Eala had promising runs as she advanced to the quarterfinals and semis of singles and doubles events, respectively, where she bagged a combined amount of $45,859, P2, 683, 314. Eala, currently number 45 in the WTA rankings, earned her bigger pay in the singles of $35,000, around P2 million, after she bowed to eventual runner-up in number 2 seed Russian Ekaterina Alexandrova in the quarters, 3-6, 3-6. She took home P635, 429 in the doubles, half of the $21,720 semis purse, which she shared the same amount with her Indonesian partner Janice Jen. The two Southeast Asian stars succumbed in the semis to Slovakia's Teresa Mihalikova and Great Britain's Olivia Nichols, 4-6, 2-6. But the journey in the Middle East extends for Eala as she struts her wares in two WTA 1000 competitions. These are the Qatar Open in Doha, February 8th to 14th, and the Dubai Tennis Championships, February 15th to 21st, which both attracted high-ranking players in the women's circuit. In Qatar, Eala is already assured of winning $18,300, P1 million, in round of 64, where she seeks a redemption win over Czech teen ace Teresa Valentova. Eala and Valentova first crossed paths in the opening round of the WTA 250 Japan Open, where the latter came away with a 6-1, 6-2 victory. Eala's triumph in Abu Dhabi, beyond 2.6 million Cuban pesos. There are moments in sport that transcend scores and statistics, flashes of grit, courage, and promise that electrify the imagination of an entire nation. In early February 2026, Filipina tennis sensation Alexandra Eala delivered one such moment at the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, a prestigious WTA 500 event in the United Arab Emirates. While she didn't walk away with the championship trophy, what she earned, more than 2.6 million Cuban pesos in prize money, symbolized much more than a payout. It became a testament to her growth, her promise, and the bright future she is carving in the global tennis arena. A rising star on the world stage. At just 20 years old, Eala has already done things no Filipino tennis player ever has. From breaking into the WTA top 50 to winning her first WTA title and posting historic wins at major tournaments, she has demonstrated that her talent is global in scale. Heading into the Abu Dhabi Open, she carried the hopes of fans and the confidence of a player eager to test herself against the world's best. Her campaign in Abu Dhabi began with eager anticipation. Having flown straight from competing in the newly established Philippine Women's Open, where she was a hometown favorite, Eala embraced the challenge of competing in one of the WTA's most competitive stops, surrounded by elite names and experienced champions. The dramatic run to the quarterfinals. Early in the tournament, Eala showed flashes of brilliance that reminded the world why she's considered one of the sport's most exciting young talents. In her second-round match, she played one of the most thrilling contests of her young career. Facing Alexandra Sasnovich, Eala found herself down 0-4 and 2-5 in the final set, positions where most players resort to survival instinct. Instead, she summoned her resilience, clawing back point by point and ultimately emerging victorious 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, 5, in a match that had fans on their feet until the last ball was struck. It was not merely a win, but a statement. She can fight through adversity and perform under immense pressure. The stadium, packed with spectators from all corners of the globe, erupted as her comeback neared its climax. For Filipinos following her journey back home, it was a moment of collective pride. Quarter-final heartbreak, but not defeat. Despite her gutsy performance, her run at the Abu Dhabi Open ultimately came to an end in the quarterfinals. There, she faced world number 11 Ekaterina Alexandrova, a seasoned and formidable competitor. In a match where every point fought was hard-earned, Alexandrova's precision and experience prevailed, and Eala fell 6-3, 6-3. While the scoreline may not reflect the closeness of many games, Eala's spirit never wavered, even in defeat. Still, reaching the quarterfinals of a WTA 500 event is no small feat, especially given the depth of talent in the field. Her performance earned her both valuable ranking points and sizable prize money, positioning her for future successes and underscoring her status as a rising star on the tour. More than money. Official figures revealed that, because of her performance in both singles and doubles, Eala's total prize money haul from the Abu Dhabi tournament reached 2.6 million Cuban pesos, a historic amount for a Filipino tennis player competing internationally. But the significance of that figure goes well beyond pesos. In a country where athletes often struggle for recognition, support, and adequate funding, Eala's success sends a powerful message. Her achievement shines a spotlight on tennis as a sport for Filipinos, not just a pastime, but a pathway to excellence on the world stage. It illustrates the possibility that Filipino athletes can succeed globally not just in basketball or boxing, but in tennis courts from Dubai to New York. It gives young players something tangible to believe in, that with talent, discipline, and sacrifice, the world's top arenas can be within reach. The heart of a champion. What inspires most about Eala is not just the numbers, but the journey that brought her here. Born to athletic parents and trained in premier tennis academies, she has carried the weight of expectation from a young age. Yet she has handled it with maturity beyond her years, focusing on growth, learning from defeats, and celebrating wins with humility. Her performance in Abu Dhabi demonstrated not only talent but character. The comeback against Sasnovich showcased a never-say-die spirit. The quarter-final battle showed resolve against tougher, more experienced competition. And through it all, Eala played honestly and passionately, a trait that endears her to fans both in the Philippines and internationally. National pride and global potential. Eala's exploits carry special meaning for the Philippines, a nation with a rich but underappreciated sports tradition on the world stage. Her success joins a lineage of Filipino athletes who have made their mark internationally, not by accident, but through hard work, discipline, and belief. When Eala steps onto a global tennis court, she doesn't just represent herself, she carries the hopes of Filipino fans everywhere. The cheers that follow her from one tournament to the next are more than fandom, they are a testament to national pride. Her victories become shared victories, her struggles become shared struggles. Looking ahead, more tournaments, more dreams. Eala's Abu Dhabi journey didn't end with disappointment, far from it. In fact, she is already set to continue her competitive swing in the Middle East, eyeing upcoming events like the Qatar Total Energies Open and others in the WTA Tour calendar. These next outings represent fresh opportunities to ascend even higher, sharpen her game, and prove that Abu Dhabi was not an endpoint but a stepping stone. There's a palpable sense that the best is yet to come. With each tournament, Eala learns more about herself as a competitor, what works, what needs refinement, and how to handle the psychological pressures.